There we go. Late, but here we are. It's a Tuesday night. We're back to our Werewolf 20th anniversary edition, calling this one the Alaskan Chronicles. And yeah, just to get it out of the way, scrolling across the bottom of your screen, my latest Kickstarter is got 3 days left. As of today, we are officially funded. It says that we've got more than we do because we've got a dubious pledge in there that's probably going to drop in the last 24 hours, but currently funded. Check it out if you're into Dungeon Crawl Classics and Weird Frontiers, especially, as it is the next module for that. Anywho, with the filthy lucre out of the way, Tyr, who you playing today?
I'm playing Oak. I'm playing Tyr. He is a native Inuit and a bit of a five-finger discount guy. Likes to sneak into places and is in denial about his current wear nature.
Inflation. It takes the full 10 fingers now, though. Yeah. All right, James, who you got?
Playing Koamalu, a former fishing boat greenhorn turned werewolf turned hopefully trying to figure this out. Trying to figure out everything that comes along with being this new kind of person.
Fair. And John.
Hello, I'm John. I will be playing Kat, our very nervous and rather short-tempered techie.
And not to be last, but last anyway, Nick, who you got?
Hello, comrades. It is I, the Mikael, resident connoisseur of all things weed, as well as the new biggest and bestest party planner this side of Anchorage. Coming soon, my HGTV show.
Somehow I just can hear Mikhail saying, "You like disco? We do disco."
Oh, nah, we do much disco.
Oh, we lost somebody. Oh well, they'll come back, I'm sure. So, last episode, you guys were greeted going back to Granny's house by a black helicopter in the lawn. Yeah, with Kat freaking out a little bit as she couldn't get a hold of you to warn you ahead of time on the cell phones. Nothing bad happens, though. You're all able to get inside, meeting apparently some of Granny's old crew, led by a silver fox of a man, eye patch over one eye, grizzled combat veteran, probably in his late 60s, but still a physique to die for, all in tactical body armor. And I think with the exception of Mikhail, all of you have this just overriding sensation of this man is a predator. Like you feel like prey in his presence and you don't like the feeling.
I believe I offered him a joint to smoke.
Yeah, that was right at the very end. So you offer a joint. And he looks at you and he says, Granny didn't like smoking in the house. Has that changed?
Oh, well, she has not said anything to me, so it must not be that big of a deal anymore.
He pulls out a fine, just onyx-clad cigar out of one of his tactical vest pouches and trades you.
I take a whiff of it. Can I determine what it is just by smelling it?
Ooh, do you have any kind of enhanced senses? You're in your human guys right now, so it wouldn't be any of your werewolfies type of things. Well, you're welcome to make a perception check.
Yeah, I have a cute sense smell.
Okay. Yeah,
which, I believe
gives you an extra die.
Yeah. -2 difficulty for tasks involving the sense of smell.
Okay.
So what am I rolling?
Well, it would only be a 4. It'll only be a 4.
Okay, and I'm sorry. What did you say? It was a what was the roll going to be?
It's going to be perception alertness, and your difficulties are 4.
Perception alertness, difficulty 4. And did it say that I? Nope, I don't get an extra dice because I do not have 4 in perception. Okay.
3 successes. Fine tobacco laced with what you think is probably cognac and just a hint of some kind of upper speed, you're thinking.
Oh, I see that you like to go with the additives. Very nice. Nice touch.
Caffeine stopped doing it for me decades ago.
Oh, well then you, my friend, need to try some of my weed because I got a great one for you. You would love it. It's called Elvis in Vegas. You would love it. I promise.
Well, we'll talk later if everyone survives this. So he looks
Yeah.
back at Kat. Is this all your pack? Are we expecting anyone else?
All of it? No. Expecting anyone else? Also no.
Fair enough. So he lights up your joint, Mikhail.
And I will light up the cigar.
Okay. So what's the situation? He's still trapped? Has he broken boundaries? Is he able to interact at all with the outside world? No, wait, before I do anything else. And he reaches into his tactical vest. Not you, Kat. You've already passed this. He pulls out some, I don't know, they look like pieces of green rock, like crudely cut into round marble-like shapes. And he just kind of gets a handful of them, one for each of you, and he just pitches them. And it's like the pitch is perfect. It all comes out at the same hand, and the pieces all arc to each one of you. Do you grab? Do you just let it hit you? What do you do?
I say instinctively, it's just to grab whatever's coming at me.
Okay.
I'm gonna step out of the way.
You're gonna step out of the way. Okay.
because I don't know what this is. And
All right.
there's mystical shit going on.
Okay.
I'm
And
going to, with my hand, I'm going to cover the cigar and protect the cigar. And I close
Okay.
my eyes so I don't get any of my eyes.
Okay, Mikhail, letting it hit you. Tyr, catching it. Connor, trying to step aside.
Like,
Okay.
not jump, just like kind of like side.
Okay, that's fine. And Koa, what are you doing?
Attempting to catch it.
You're going to try to catch it too. You know what? I forgot to introduce Slumber. You want to tell us who your character is?
Yes. I am playing Connor, the EMT of the group, who is in grave danger in this situation.
All right.
Oh, no.
So if you want to dodge out of the way,
Mhm.
give me a dexterity athletics check, please. It's kind of a soft pitch, like easy to catch, but amazingly accurate in the fact that he just lobbed it all with one hand, and the trajectories are just about perfect.
Oh, please. Oh, this is going to be a great botch. Oh, I'm one success. Oh, what was
One
the
success.
difficulty?
No, what did you put the difficulty as? 6? No, you're good.
6.
Yeah, you do step out of the way. Tyr, you catch it. Tyr, I would like you to make me 2 rolls, please. One, a gnosis check. Difficulty is only 4.
4 successes.
Oh yeah, not a problem. You don't need to make the second check then. Yeah, nothing. You catch it. It's odd.
Kind of look at it and like,
Yeah, it looks
Thanks.
like jade. Yeah, Tyr's got an eye for like precious and semi-precious stones. I'm sure it looks like it's just raw jade, roughly carved into a circle or a marble. Nothing. No reaction at all from you. Mikhail, you let it hit you or strike you. Same thing. Give me a gnosis check. Difficulty is 4. Actually, I take it back. Mikhail, you are the one who made, we'll call it a bargain with the Nefandis. Like, you're the one who dealt with him and kind of made promises.
That is kind of true. I would like to make argument that I didn't really make promises or make deals. More like I tried to make friendship.
Okay, let me have you re-roll that, though, but the difficulty is 6, not 4.
Oh, you mean I can't keep my beautiful 9?
No, I'm sorry. Go ahead and re-roll that.
Difficulty 6. Okay.
Okay, you're good. You do need to make a rage check, though.
Okay.
Difficulty 5, and you really don't want to get 4 successes.
I will. Well, I can only roll 3 dice. So
Then
I
you're
won't-
fine. You don't even need to roll them. Well, I guess technically it is possible to get 4 successes on 3 dice, but you don't, so it's all good. Yeah. You're just pelts you. Nothing like spectacular happens at all. Although the color of the jade does seem to darken a little after it hits the floor and rolls a little bit. Connor, you just sidestep and it kind of rolls past you. No roll needed.
What is that?
Koa, I'll get back to you in just a sec.
Okay.
You let it strike you, or do you try to catch it?
Try to catch it.
Try to catch it. Okay. It's soft pitch. It's easy to catch. Go ahead and make me that Gnosis check. Difficulty 4.
Yep. 1 second. 4. Boom. There you go.
3 successes. So why is that only 3? Did it reroll the 10? Oh, okay, it just didn't get another success off it. Okay, and make me that rage roll as well.
Okay. Difficulty again was a 5.
5. Difficulty 5.
Okay. 2 successes.
Okay, you also were fine. You feel the beast rise just a little bit. It stirs, but nothing happens. The little marble in your hand doesn't really change, other than the fact that the beast in you kind of responds to it, just stirs a little is the only other effect. He looks over at Connor, looks down at the marble at your feet. All of you see several of those little green dots just, covering his face. Anybody want to tell your friend there to just reach down and maybe pick that up?
Oh, what is it?
Piece of jade?
Yeah, it looks like jade. Kind of rough. Could use some polishing. Probably sell this for decent if you polished it up a little bit more.
Well, considering it did nothing to my companions, I'll pick it up.
Okay. Same thing. Gnosis check. Difficulty 4.
Gnosis check. Difficulty 4. Any negative things added?
Nah, not at all. Just a 4 and 2 successes. Okay, you do need to make the rage check as well. Difficulty 5. Okay, same thing. The only thing that you notice is just like, the beast stirs just a little bit. And then that's it. Nothing changes. Then he looks over at Mikhail, looks down, sees the discoloration of the jade. Says, your friend here seems to have had a bit more exposure to our nefandous bastard that's trapped. Can we sit down and just talk real quick? Particularly to your friend Mikhail here. The rest of you don't seem to be under any other kind of influence, but I'm afraid your friend here has been tainted just a little bit. I want to delve into that, see how badly it's affecting your friend's motivations.
Doesn't Connor have corruption?
Does this?
That's not the same thing.
Okay.
Yeah, you're okay with that.
Okay, so Cat's going to go. She just gestures to the. I mean, this is an old enough manor house. It probably has a proper sitting room.
It's got a parlor. Yep.
It has the living room and the sitting room and the dining room and the.
Yeah. He looks over at you, Cat, says, why don't you bring up some more of those beers and let's have us a proper conversation here.
She gives a thumbs up. She'd go and she'd
I would just like to say, in my defense, all of the weed that I make is pure. Everything is sourced ethically from non-GMO. So if there is anything that has corrupted me, it has to be, I'm sorry to say this because it is delicious, but it has to be from your cigar.
No, it's a little bit beyond that. The corruption's definitely from our friend, our mutual friend. As I said, let's have us talk here. Yeah, it's a good place. Yeah, we had a lot of good times here. He pulls up. He sees a chair. He immediately goes for it. And again, he kind of touches it like it's an old friend. It's like, yeah, we had a lot of good times here. Sits down, puts his boots up on the table, then thinks about it for a second. It's like, takes them off, kind of wipes down the table. Granny was always particular about her manners. Thanks for the beer. All right, look, the jade. Yeah, hang on to it. I'm going to give you a little lesson here on the supernatural. Jade is metaphysically considered a pure element. It's used in disinfecting, we'll call it, which means it takes on paint and evil traces very easily. And when you have a strong reaction to pure jade, or you get a discoloration like that, it means that you've been touched by something otherworldly that's got maybe a little bit of pull on you. And that's what I need to find out, Mikhail. How much of a pull does our friend have on you? Now, your friend's here, he kind of points to everybody in the room, says that nobody's been acting out of character lately. When you say lately, how long ago was it that you made contact?
Like yesterday or this morning.
Good. So there's not really been enough time for you to show any deviance.
No, it does not sound like it.
You don't feel like you've done anything that Mr. Mikhail would not normally. Not found yourself having violent tendencies, haven't found yourself desiring to, I don't know, eat a baby.
You cut out there a little bit, Bert.
You don't have a desire to do anything out of character, to eat a baby, anything like that.
Oh, of course not. Oh, I am no cannibal.
Mm-hmm.
I know chickens don't like him.
Okay, listen, that chicken is, I swear, that chicken is the devil incarnate.
What are you talking
I-
about?
See, special
just-
episode.
I just want to say that chicken was the ultimate boss.
That chicken needs to be killed and buried 12 feet under,
I
covered
was
with
gonna
holy
eat it.
water.
He looks a little quizzically at all this. He says, well, maybe he's got more influence out here in the real world than I imagined. All right, first thing you need to know about the Nefandi. They're mages, pure and simple, but they're corrupted by an outside. And when I say outside, I mean not of this plane, force. They spread chaos where they go. Typically, wherever they make their dwelling, wherever they stay too long, reality tends to break down. And you have things like, I don't know, maybe an Uber chicken.
Oh, yes, that is exactly what it was.
Oh, they're just Uber chicken or completely ordinary chicken, and Mikhail doesn't know how to handle barnyard fowl. One or the other.
You should.
Well, that's what we need to know. We need to know how much of an influence he's got out here. Tests coming in from the air doesn't show any influence that I would not have expected around Granny's. Granny's home, I guess your home now, heavily laced with some very ancient spells to protect her. It's the least we could do once her memory was wiped. We couldn't heal that. We couldn't change that, but we could at least keep her safe.
Well, that is very kind of you.
So, how far does his influence stretch? He can't get out of his prison, right?
That's
From
correct. He had these people that he captured and turned into little. They were rats, I think, and they would run him errands. Like they would go to they'd go get cheeseburgers.
He kind of shakes his head, and he relights your doobie that's gone out a little bit. So his minions can come and go. That's not good. Think of him like a contagion, a virus that spreads.
Nah.
The longer you're in contact with him, the more influence he has over you, the greater that contagion builds in you, and you tend to spread it.
Oh
Where
well,
you go.
there's no reason to worry about that. He has no more minions. We convinced him to give them up.
But how long did he have those minions, and what have they already spread? Has anything odd been going on? We've sadly not kept up. I doubt Grams would remember us if we tried to call her. Anything odd? I know this is a big fishing area. a lack of good fishing, more than usual, odd growths on the fish, anything that's made news, anything that you found to be just strange about the community?
Definitely that devil chicken. Look into that first.
Right.
Would Cat be arriving back with the beers about now?
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
You're privy to this whole thing. Yeah.
All right. So let's see.
He taps a little lapel mic. He's like, yeah, eradicate that flock of chickens that are in the back. We'll buy her some new ones just to be safe. Yeah, scorched earth, burn them down.
And Cat does come back. There's no large game on the property, Barnaby says. And I've not seen anything like deer or such. The largest thing I've seen is a coyote.
How about vermin? Yeah.
There were a couple of, wasn't it wolves that I saw when the kids were out there?
Something, yeah.
There was something, wolves or at least something looked canine and large. Some kids were on the property. I scared them off.
Well, your larger predators would naturally be the first to go. They sent a more predatory form about. They tend to move. Something else has marked their territory. Next is going to be your larger game species. Usually the only thing that's left is, well, your vermin. Insects, rats.
Well,
I like to imagine if he's talking to us right now and then we hear his radio come on and nothing but screams of his men.
It's got my eyes!
and the barking. Bark, 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 bark.
Just if that chicken was based off a chicken I've really encountered. Okay.
So no large predators, no large game. Either.
No large predators, no large game, not a lot of mid-sized game. A handful of scavengers. But nothing I know much about on that front.
The ghost stories, that's one of those kids that they were out here daring each other to come out here because of ghosts or something.
I mean, if you think about it, there have been disappearances on the property. So
I bet it's that chicken.
I bet it's the
cut scenes where you got like this chicken house and a body's being dragged by a beak across the ground.
To be fair, most of the damage was from falling. I did not make an uber chicken. I just gave a chicken the.
But that's how legends grow.
What about the water? Grams is still on a well out here. Have you noticed? Are you able to drink the water? Does it taste bad, sulfurous?
There's the lithium pool underneath.
Lithium in the groundwater.
Okay.
She'd be on her whatever little laptop she'd have dragged with her, laptop, tablet, etc. Kat would hand over what she's dug up about the groundwater reports from the runoff.
Okay. It definitely wasn't here the last time I was here. So he's already changing the makeup of the area that he's trapped in on this side. That's not good. Back to you, Mikhail, was it? Good smoke, by the way.
Thank you.
Did you make him any promises? Did you make a deal with him? Much like fairy creatures of legend, the Fandis are prone to make deals with mortal folk. They're very sticklers about it. Typically, you want to make it ironclad because they try to turn it on you any way they can. In your estimation, or if any of you were there for the conversation, has your friend Mikhail here made a promise of any sort to this creature?
Tyr was there, wasn't he? I believe so.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tyr may remember. I do not.
John does remember. Kat would not know. Can I supply Tyr with information?
Yeah, you can table talk for this because your characters were there. Yeah.
Just so this is one. Kat was not there for this one. She'd already headed out. But I remember that he made the deal to bring him back the stuff he asked for.
Yep.
Yeah, but was it a like spit and shake kind of thing, or just hey, he asked us to get stuff, and we said sure, we'll get you some stuff?
Oh, it was a deal.
So he wanted us to steal, and I name off the things he wanted us to steal, and then was it a portal or did we just step through the pool?
Actually, if you recall, Tier, he actually did give us a prepaid Visa debit card to purchase all that with.
So purchase, steal, 6 for 1. At least in Tier's mind. Yeah, but he wanted from a sporting goods store. My cousin got killed at that place that night. They were trying to hit it. This heat dumbass set off an alarm.
If I remember right, you guys did actually bring him all the stuff that was on his list, right?
Except for the
no.
shotgun shells.
Yeah,
I
except
don't
for the
remember us
shotgun.
coming
Except
back.
for the shotgun sales. Okay. All right.
Uh,
Okay,
it-
so you haven't completed the bargain yet then.
Well, there is
Hmm.
also one additional deal, just an insy beansy tiny little deal I may have made with him. You see, the author of the Daniel Steele books is going to be in town signing, and I promised that I would take a copy of the book for him and get the author to sign it and then bring it back to him.
He laughs at that. He just starts chuckling uncontrollably. It's like, he always liked that trash fiction. I just don't understand. It looks like some things don't change. I was back before the influence took him over. Yeah, but that sounds like you made a deal. It could explain the taint that's on you. It doesn't seem like you've agreed to do anything that would hurt you morally. Theft. I mean, you didn't have to kill anybody to acquire those goods, did you?
No, somebody
but-
else did all
Nope.
the killing.
And then Jimmy Two Fingers became Jimmy No Face.
But you didn't do the killing, and he punctuates
Oh, no,
it
no,
by
no.
holding his cigar. And then you're free. Then could be why the corruption is so little. Just a little bit of a taint there. So I think you're free. I think you're free and clear. So the question is, well, you say his servants are gone. Are you certain you got all of them?
Or just the ones he showed us.
Goldfish
So there could be
Boy
more.
Goldfish Boy is now just boy. Although
But still there.
What's still there? Rat number 1 got squished. Rat number 2 got deratted and is still there, isn't he? What about rat number 3?
I thought we threw them out of a portal. Are they all still trapped in there?
No, the only one that's still there is Carp Boy.
Oh, I thought
Just-
we freed him.
So they're all like the 3 rat guys are either out or dead, and Goldfish Boy is still stuck there.
No, you freed him from his chains, but you didn't get him out of there. So he's still
Oh.
there.
You guys didn't take him with you?
I swear I thought he was right behind me. I didn't realize that he stayed. I should probably go get him. We don't want him becoming corrupted.
Too fucking late.
Right. Well, this is concerning. So his influence does extend beyond his presence, his prison, then, by his minions, if nothing else. Although it looks like things have been changing in the landscape around here. The lithium deposit, whatever it is with this chicken. He cues his mic in the background. You hear like machine guns firing.
Just what have I introduced into this world?
Where chickens?
Laura, so my team wasn't able to put him down before, and you might notice that the other men I brought with me are on the younger side. They're recruits. They're good men. They've been with me a while, but they're not the same crew that was with us back then. And even then, we weren't able to put him down, just put him away. Moreover, the spell that we used to trap him, I can't move beyond it. If I do, I will undo it. I was one of the people, one of the 7 that were there that sealed him in the first place. Gramps was another. If we so much as touch that seal, it will come undone. But we have to stop whatever influence that he has in this area, this realm. Otherwise, Well, some odd things will start happening. You guys have noticed minor things, missing creatures, larger creatures. What about the town? How far has this influence spread? Anything going on?
Oh, well, now I'm not sure about what you're talking about, but there's been a guy, undercover agent, a detective, PI kind of thing, has been casing the place, taking pictures. He's posing as a real estate guy trying to get Granny to sell the area. He almost had a heart attack and died. We saved him from that, but while he was out, we found his real ID. And I run off the name. I don't remember it personally.
Yeah. It's like, detective, huh? Agency. I don't know them. I'll have some people check into it. He just taps his intercom, gets the information over. Okay, well, that's not odd. It's an interesting situation, but not odd. The things that he will influence will tend to be more chaotic, lending
This guy
towards
really
the
wants
strange.
to talk to Granny. He face to face for some reason.
Kat raises her hand.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be mention some. You said somebody 2 fingers became no face. Would that fit the bill? Somebody getting shot off in the face?
Single one-off violence like that.
Well, that was because he's trying to break into that guy's store, and the store owner, he tripped an alarm. I heard it. He said he didn't. I clearly heard the alarm.
Also,
the shop owner come out and shot him in the face.
That
Shot
was
Marvin in the
self-defense.
face.
John is also going to remind you all, remember the ridiculous number of OSHA incidents.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm aware.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
there was a it was like a paper shredder that's been has 2 body count now.
And that's more what I'm talking about. Strange occurrences that seem to be happenstance, but always revolve someone dying or at least a great deal of chaos around it. So events like that, the norm in the town now?
Yeah, and then I think a kid mixing chemicals in a workplace environment.
All right. I think his portals through the town is probably the length of what he has for reach, and his minions going through probably have been doing this long enough now to have caused that. So we need to shut it down. We need to shut down his ability to open these portals, and then we need to deal with the fallout. The town itself is probably tainted. Usually it'll accumulate in particular areas on items or on people. So those items or people will need to be eliminated.
Kat raises her hand again.
Mm-hmm.
I've been.
Points at with the cigar. It points at you.
She just. This is probably the most polite you'll ever get her. She's just actually worried that this guy is dangerous. She raises her hand. I've been reading through our little she did stone book cairn thing. In addition to the journals, trying to figure out some of this mess. Isn't there something that we can do to purify taint of some kind?
That's a good question. He may or may not know this. Let's find out.
Let's see if just Kat. I'm going to roll an occult intelligence to see if Kat even knows of the rite specifically, rather than kind of the general premises of this stuff. Because I think that would be something Kat might have read about.
Yeah, you can roll. You can roll for it.
Okay,
he did make some decent successes, and I got another.
Yeah. And she just is it's this purification rite. What's it called?
I've heard that Yugaru have mystical rites. If you've got something a cleansing sort, it has to be powerful enough to be able to cleanse the entire town. They'll that or locate the loci of where that taint is built up. If we can do that again, eliminating those items will cleanse the town as well. If you have some sort of mystical ability to excise the taint from the town, that might very well work as well.
It can only cleanse a few things at a time, so it couldn't cleanse the whole town. Wait, maybe. Hold on. Guys,
Hmm.
I'm gonna go get the tablet.
And Tyr still thinks it's a bunch of crap because nothing ever happens when he touches it.
Hmm.
Oh, so when Cat goes down for that, he'll crack another beer. It's like, well, seems like you already are in his confidence of some sort. Would you be willing to help out in this endeavor? As I said, I can't go through that portal. It'll undo what little's holding him back. But what we need to do is shut down his ability to make more portals, if not destroy him. My folks weren't able to do it the last time. Whatever he is connected to is very powerful. Considering it's been decades since that, I can only expect that's grown in power.
What more? What about options for cleansing him? Is there nothing we can do to perhaps remove the taint from him?
There might be within your lore, but we're just, he kind of smiles at this, just human. We've got a great deal of built up knowledge about different things. Some of us have a few knacks here and there. Graham's dabbled a bit in sorcery, but would never amounted to what we call mages, never that powerful, a hedge mage at best. So amongst your pack, your kind, maybe there is a way, but not within our knowledge. If he can be cleansed of the influence, it would be good. Maybe he could go to his rest then.
Would it perhaps be permissible to attempt communicating with him? The thought to see if he might know what needs to be done to cleanse himself.
Talking to him doesn't present any danger. It's making deals. Any deal where you are if you are given something, I think even you accepting the credit card was enough to solidify a deal.
But I mean, it was more so he was making purchases through us. I mean, does that really count as deal?
Yeah.
So
as far as the magic goes, yes, it does.
If I shoot a gun and I kill someone, is it the gun's fault?
He thinks about it for a minute. Yes. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. The gun is entangled in the agreement in this case, so I'm afraid it's very tricky. Just don't accept anything from him. When speaking to him, be very careful about the words you use. Never offer him something. Never offer to do something for him, and he offers something in kind for that service.
Okay, I think I've got that down. Don't accept anything. Don't offer anything. Got it. Anything else?
Well, you should be free and clear of any entanglements if you watch your wording with that. I'm surprised he didn't just strike you down and take one of you over. It's something he was able to do back in the day. Just completely take over your body and your mind. Maybe it's because of the condition. Sorry if that's insensitive, but as I understand it, Yugaru, well, I'll leave it at that. Maybe you are proof against that. He points at you again as you raise your hand. Yeah.
She's grabbed the. I've got a prop to represent that she's grabbed the tablet. I think there was. I don't know. There was something when we first went in where I felt something try to press against my mind. So he might have tried and failed.
Be careful then. Watch each other. Make sure that no one's exhibiting very different motivations. Typically, if you are under the influence, Some things to note is your friend will be a bit more bloodthirsty than normal, more prone to violence, more prone to doing things in a more unhinged or chaotic way, is the best I can put it.
Okay.
I have a question, if I may. He asked for if it would be possible to have little nibble on life force energy. Is that good thing or is that the bad thing? Does that help him get better or does that help him get worse?
You? Was it you?
It was me. He took a little nibble.
How do you feel? Drained, tired? Have you had strange dreams? I don't think you've slept since this happened.
No, I have not had any strange dreams. I have I mean, I felt a little bit hungry, but I mean, to be honest, I hadn't eaten in a couple hours anyways, so I don't really know if I can attribute that.
Kind of just waves the cigar around. Keep an eye on your friend. Yeah, when you make a transfer like that, he does take sustenance from it. But more importantly, he now has a physical link to you. He might be able to get into your head easier. It's possible he can invade your dreams, influencing you to do things that you would not normally do. I think it's too early to tell yet how much hold he has over you.
Okay.
Back in the old days, I'd just kill you now to make sure, but you seem like a good kid.
So, Cat's back with tablet. So, you talk about items and purification. Well, there isn't flip. Some sort of, if it's specific items and they, like, the kind of item has a specific name, do you know what that name might be?
You're talking about mage stuff now. No, they tend to just collect this energy, and they're inert, but they change reality around them.
So these things, these whatever these focuses that would change reality, they don't have his focuses for spreading his influence don't have a specific title that we could use for that.
They might. It's just beyond my knowledge.
Do you know?
Granny might have something in her journal. She was more in tune to the magical nature of things.
Okay, then I can look through that. Research is, after all, one of my shticks. Then the other thing that we have, the rite of cleansing that I mentioned earlier that I read. I don't know it yet, but I think I might be able to figure it out. It cleanses taint, but I'm not sure if it's only the taint of this. What is it? She's still very new to this, but I figured someone had to read up. So she's worm taint. I don't know if it only works on that or if it could work on this as well. If we can find something we know is taint. Oh, we have found something. And she just smacks Mikhail on the back. All right. We can dread. Am I still connected? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Sorry, it's just you all froze on my screen for a minute. Okay. So we can test if we could figure out the right.
Well, you work on that. It seems like you've at least reduced the number of folks that he has working for him, which will reduce the spread of this contagion. Unfortunately, whatever has been invested by this now is already live in that town, spreading its influence. If it's an item can be destroyed easily enough. Fire often does the trick. If it's a person, that's trickier. Typically, the person will be invested with some sort of powers, will start to gain more influence in the community. And those that follow that person tend to spread the contagion as well. So he kind of looks over Tyr, having gotten the fact that Tyr is kind of connected to the underworld. It's like, is there a crime boss in this area? Is there someone a figure in the underground that might be very influential that may have recently gotten more so?
The only ones I know of, and I start going through a list of contacts I've made and who their boss seems to be.
Isn't there that new guy?
I don't remember a name personally.
Didn't they just call him? Yeah, I was gonna say, didn't they just call him the Russian? And
Yeah.
assuming that he looks at me, I'm going to say no.
Not
relation.
this Russian, different Russian.
That's an awful lot of
That's
crime.
what
for such a small
my
town.
cousin was on. They were going to rob the cash, I think, the payroll from this guy, and was sent by the Russian. So not when we went to the same place.
All right. Maybe he's a folk guy then. Maybe not. But we're going to need to take care of that. I'm going to send some folks of mine into town undercover, just kind of get the lay of things, see if we can find anything that's been just out of the ordinary. If we can find a nexus for these certain things. You just mentioned something about a shredder, something. It's got a body count.
Yeah, I think there's a girl in the hospital because of it at the moment.
All right. Give me the info on that. We'll go see if we can just retrieve that artifact, get rid of it.
I'll show him the listing for it.
Yeah. All right. It sounds like we're going to be here for a while. Due to the enchantments on Granny's house here, we can't really stay here. The longer we're here, the more it's going to degrade the functionality of her safety. Can you recommend a good place to stay in town? Got any hotels?
I can name off places that I've delivered pizza to. And speaking of which, if you need some good food or if you need to get a hold of me for some pointing out where things may need to be found, I do the finger quotes. I work at Sleazy Pete's Pizzeria.
It's an awful name.
Delivery guaranteed in 30 minutes or meh. He pulls open a pouch on his tactical vest, pulls out a handful of what look like really old Motorola pagers. Look, depending on how the influence is spread, if he's got anyone else working this town, I don't like using digital networks. These work fine. If you need anything, send me a page. I'll send you a page. Call the number that flashes on there when needed. It'll do short texts as well.
Yeah, I'm used to these.
The jade I gave you, with the exception of yours, Mikhail, unfortunately, since you are already a bit under the influence, it won't work well for you, but carry the jade with you. If you are exposed to the contagion, the color will change. The more it's
Mine was already in
absorbed,
my pocket.
yeah, the more it absorbs, the darker it gets until it eventually will just shatter. Mikhail, you can carry it with you, but I think it will just keep absorbing that taint and will likely not give you a good result.
Now, is that just a response, or is it actually absorbing whatever this corruption or taint you're talking about?
It does, but this amount of jade is not enough to
That's what I'm saying.
cleanse someone.
Can you get a large enough amount to purify someone?
Funds aren't what they used to be. I can try. If you think that is.
I'm just curious if that can happen. That's a thing.
I remember Grams once made a jade coffin that we used on a particular element we were tracking down, and it did seem to cure the person. I don't know what happened to it. It likely absorbed it all and just shattered after the fact. I wasn't part of that mission, but yeah. If Grams could get her memory back, she was the historian and the journalist of our group. She kept all the notes. She kept all the information. I know she scrolled a bunch in those books back there. He points back at the hidden room, but most of that was in her head. One of the reasons I think her husband scrambled it before he left.
Asshole.
Well, I guess that's the lay of the land. Me and my guys are gonna go and ensconce ourselves into this town, see what's going on. Got the pagers. Let me know if anything shows up. If you talk to the Nefandis again, Again, be very careful with your words. Don't offer, don't accept anything. Find out if he has more minions he didn't tell you about before.
Quick question: do we still need to give him his shotgun shells? Because that was
If you
the original
don't, you were the maker of the bargain. If you don't, you're going to have a very rough time. The longer you delay in bringing him what the deal entailed, well, your anxiety levels will increase. You'll have problems sleeping. Eventually, something will happen to you. Heart attack, hit by a car, some happenstance. You likely survive it given what you are, but it'll just keep happening until you finish the bargain.
I'll
Look,
throw the shotgun shells over to Mikhail.
well, I accept this responsibility, being the one who mayhaps made the agreement.
Keep in touch. We'll be in town. We'll set up a center here. I'll see what resources I can bring in. More jade. He kind of looks over at Tyr. I'll see what I can do. Any other questions before I take off? He kind of looks around the house kind of lovingly. He's like, it's a damn shame. Damn shame.
Yeah, actually, I have a question for you. Would you be interested by any chance in performing small gigas security?
You think something might happen there that would be of interest?
It is entirely possible given the situation, what has been going on with the town. There is going to be party, lots of young women, college age. It seems to me like maybe perfect right ground for something weird to happen. Might just be good to be on hand in case.
I don't disagree. I'll have some men page you. You give them the details, time to show up. I'll have them dress. What is the appropriate dress around here? What are people wearing out here?
I just kind of look down at myself.
Yeah, he's like,
I point
this is
at
a
him.
high-end party, though, right? So how do you want them dressed? What will blend in? What will look natural?
I think if they had nice colored shirt and they don't need tie, they don't need bow tie, anything like that. But collared shirt, nice trim pants, jacket.
Obviously armed or no? What kind of security you want here? You want low key or do you want very in your front of your face that they're armed?
Low key would be good. Can they get those little spinny spinny coils that go in their ear that looks real official?
Yeah, we can work that out.
Well, that would be
all
perfect.
right. 2 guys, 4 guys. What do you need?
What about 3? I think 3 is a good number.
I'll have 3 of my folks contact you over the over text here. You send them location and time, they'll show up.
Thank you, comrade. That will be perfect.
Pulls out another one of his cigars, chops the end off, lights it. All right. Seems like we have a plan. I'll leave you gentlemen. Keep an eye on your friend Mikhail.
When I get that right figured, I'll let you know so we can see if it works.
And as he's going out, you hear him on his intercom. What do you mean we lost 3 men to the chicken?
God, the chicken couldn't even deal lethal damage. What the fuck happened to it while I was gone?
It got experience for beating you guys.
My God, the chicken leveled up and took something that lets it kill. What has become of this chicken? Oh my God. Oh, Barnaby is going to kill us, though.
That is okay. We're going to get Barnaby new chickens.
Yeah.
Non-demonic chickens.
If you don't have any other questions for him, he leaves and he's left behind 5 pagers. And they very much look like the old, 1980s Motorola pagers.
I've worked in a hospital.
Oh, I had one of these back when I was just small-time weed dealer.
Cat's just like, I had one of these that I gave people the number to so I could pretend to lose connection and ignore them when they were asking me to do stupid shit.
What the
Speaking
heck
of
is
stupid
this?
shit, I guess I should probably go do stupid shit and talk to our good friend. Hey.
Cat, the bell rings telling you that Grams needs her meds. It's about that time. She's got
Okay.
like a literal pull rope that's got a bell that goes down into the main area.
And it's that time. So Cat's like, well, she goes and she retrieves. She goes to the daily pill daily pill counter. Let's see. It's currently Thursday afternoon. Opens the relevant thing, puts those in the little cup, fills the glass with water. It's on the little tray, goes up to Esther.
Okay, as you open the door, she's on season 3 of Dallas. She just plays on continuous reloop.
Hi, Esther. It's time for the afternoon set.
I heard some people talking down there. Do we have guests?
Couple people by on some business.
This might also, just like out of game, might be a time for Kat to actually ask if she will meet with the guy, because you did say you would try, but just throwing it out there.
Also, the guy asking about the sale of the property came by again today. Again, would you be willing to just meet with him long enough until your patience ran out and send him on his way?
Oh, sweetie, you just invite him over for tea. It'll be fine.
Okay. And so she writes that down. A little bit different from the yesterday's tell him to fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So yeah, we'll invite him over so we can talk. Hopefully we'll find out what he's on about.
Okay. So you make the call to set up the appointment?
Yeah, Cat'll make the call. She's not gonna set the appointment up for tomorrow because they may have to do shit tomorrow, but she will set it up for an appropriate time frame. She will set it up for a time frame that travels at the speed of plot.
There we go. That's perfect. Give me just 1 second, guys. Dog's scratching at the door. Let me let him out. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna grab some water while you do that.
All right, come on, bud. Come on. You gotta eat your food, bud. What, cooking? Buddy? What's wrong? All right, I'm back. So what do you guys do next then? You get a lot dumped on you. You all have a piece of jade that supposedly will tell you if you're in the presence of anything that's tainted or touched by this Nefandus. And Mikhail has a party to plan. You've already got in touch with a few DJs. I think you got the music lined up. You've got the space. Catering hasn't been done yet.
I do need to get some catering. I think it's going to be a little more upscale than White Castle, but
Oh, and you never, I don't think you've actually developed any contacts here to get more of your drugs, have you?
I have lots of ingredients, but I am starting to run out. I probably need to meet some people, get some more ingredients. I will take shotgun shells to our Nathander and complete that deal so that nothing bad happens to us. And then I will work on the catering as well as perhaps getting a new source of ingredients to continue making delicious weed.
Okay. Do you want to do that on your own, or do you want Tyr to give you a hand, since Tyr has some contacts in the underworld here?
I know a guy. Knows a guy.
Tyr is a good friend of mine. A friend of friend. We help each other out.
Okay. Tell you what, I'll just reduce this to a roll. Make me a charisma and streetwise roll.
Me?
With Tyr's help. No, this will be Mikhail. Tyr, you're just introducing him. Mikhail's making the deal. So
Okay.
Tyr,
Do I need to make any kind of roll that gives him bonus or anything like that?
You can. Yeah, why don't you? Let's see how deep your contacts are. So it's gonna be based on your larceny and probably your charisma as to how much you have.
Larceny and charisma, and what difficulty?
Difficulty 5, just the standard.
How about 4 successes?
4. Okay, so this is
Damn,
actually
that
going
one.
to when you make your roll, Mikhail, this is going to reduce the difficulty from a 7, 6, 5 to a 4.
7 to 4, perfect. Now, does this count as a social roll?
It is a social roll.
Okay. In that case, I have the supporter merit, which further reduces my own difficulty rolls on socials by 2.
Okay. So 2.
So let's see.
Okay, that's solid. Yeah, you collect all the party favors or ingredients that you need for the party in the bulk that you need to do it in. That's going to take some time, but you have that rolling. Let me ask: when you deliver the shotgun shells, the last part of what you've agreed to do, you just shove it through the portal, or do you go to visit in person?
I go to visit in person.
You do visit in person. Okay.
I am a personable person.
Okay, we'll get back to you then.
Okay.
Connor,
Yes.
what do you want to do?
What time of day is it? I think it's really late, right?
Yeah, this is by the time. So I'm expecting that Mikhail and Tyr took off the next morning to go and do the drug dealing. So yeah, either that night or the next morning. What would you have done? You have no one coming to Granny's to have some medical attention tonight.
Yeah, that I know of.
That you know of.
I really don't have anything to do other than I'm paranoid about that paper shredder.
Okay. You want to do anything about it?
I kind of want to look into it because I
Okay.
completely forgot about an ability I have.
Well, they had it for sale. They're trying to get rid of it. You want to go back either in the morning or even that evening, because they stay open until 10. They stay open pretty late. So if you want to go that same night and check it out, you could.
Yeah, I think I can do that.
All right.
Because I
Well,
don't
you go
know
back.
how long it's gonna be there for after telling them about it.
Go back to the store and you inquire about it. Yeah, it's still for sale. No one's bought it. If you want to take a look at it again, the clerk's like, yeah, just go ahead and take a look at it. We've reduced the price a little bit. We just want it out of here.
Yeah, I want to double check it, see if
Mhm.
it's something I'm interested in.
Just lets you into the back room, which is basically a storage room. They keep all the just cleaning products and stuff back here, and it's just sitting out on the table, looking a little menacing under a flickering single bulb lamp that's above it.
Oh, now you're super why are you even more menacing now? I'm gonna try and use one of my abilities,
Okay.
plug and play,
Okay.
and make it compatible basically with my phone.
Ooh. Okay. I want you to make gnosis check real quick.
Yep. Gnosis first.
Yeah. Difficulty 5.
5.
Okay, successes. Yeah, you're able to connect it to your phone, and it comes up with like a service menu, and it's got a blinking exclamation mark under the needing service.
Mhm.
And when you look at it, it says blood. I need blood. Feed me.
Oh, what, evil?
Blood levels low. Please replace toner with blood.
Well, if we're being honest, this sounds like a completely ordinary printer.
Yep.
But, it must be an HP brand, though.
Yes.
Um,
And
First of all-
it won't work until it makes contact with its internet overlords either. It'll refuse to print until it makes contact.
so
First of all,
have
you're
to
a
make
paper
blood-
shredder.
Should I have taken ranks in a cult instead of technology because Cat worked IT?
All good IT folks have at least one rank in the cult. You got to know when to cut the chicken's head and dance around the thing to get it to work. I mean, it's,
I've tried everything but sacrificing a black cockerel on top of the modem. Let's try it.
all right, Connor. Yeah, so yeah, it's connected to your phone and it's asking to be fed, specifically blood.
I guess I should definitely page them that the paper shredder is definitely evil. It's asking for blood.
It's not evil. It's just hungry. It's not like it's asking you to feed it a human baby or anything. It just wants blood.
Yet. The answer is yet.
It's asking for blood now. Once I'm in too deep, it will want the baby. I know how this thing works. I watch media.
You scroll through the menu choices. It's got a kill count.
Oh, Jesus. Is it 2? Or is it 1 pending 1?
5, actually.
Who else has it killed?
5? How expensive is this thing?
They've got it marked out. They had it down for like 500, marked down to 350. Now it's down to like 200.
Do I have 200 in my wallet?
I don't know. Did you take any kind of background that would get? Well, you know what? No, you guys came here flushed with cash. I mean, you probably still have at least 200 around in cash on you.
Yep. I'll just. Oh, shoot, I don't. How big is this thing?
It's fairly large. It's like an industrial size shredder. Like it doesn't just shred. It's made to shred books, not just not just sheets of paper, but books.
I'll poke my head out. Hey, do I have to transfer this myself, or is there someone with a truck that could help?
Well, there's a U-Haul place next door. I mean, you can rent something there if you want. I mean, we got some guys that can help you load it onto your car or your truck or anything. It probably wouldn't fit in the car though. But you got a truck? We can. We got a few folks here that can help you load it.
I don't think I have a. We don't have a truck, right? It's a normal car.
I don't think you guys
we've
have
got a
anything. Yeah, the question is whether or not you took it.
Right.
I mean,
know we have.
I would
one.
drive.
Mhm.
I would have driven there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll give them cash.
Oh, great! Thanks. Can you take it tonight?
Yeah, just give me some people to help and tell them to stay away from any of these sharp bits.
2 apparently new employees, because they've got in training badges, step up, and when she asks for like another person to help, this one, the tag just says Brad. He's like, I ain't going anywhere near that thing.
All right, Brad has been marked as the smart one.
Hey, you get a hand to 2 folks come up to help you load it onto the truck.
We'll use like those tie things so they're not actively touching it, and they'll be pulling, and I'll not pushing.
Make me just a D100 roll and say high or low.
I'm getting these 2 kids killed. Let's go with low.
Okay. The only thing that happens is one of them nicks their finger on one of the blades. He's like, ow! Oh!
Yeah, I said keep away from it. It's still very sharp, even though it's not plugged in.
You have a beep on your phone.
Yeah, I know.
It says
I'm gonna
more.
I'm so glad I have my phone muted. Except for alerts. And then I'll drive home.
It's sending alerts. More blood.
You be quiet.
Send me Brad.
He's smart. Oh, that makes sense. You like the smart ones.
It just doesn't answer. You just see that little icon where it shows like someone's typing, but like a message never comes through.
Mhm. Yeah, it's wanting to be menacing. I'll park the
Okay.
car.
Yeah, you bring back the cursed shredder to the house. Where do you put it?
I guess I'll park it in near the garage.
Near or in the garage?
Well, let me double check how long my ability lasts. Ooh, no, I'm leaving it outside.
Okay, yeah. Okay, so you do it that night. So you get back home, before midnight. Takes a while to drive out here on the country roads. Koa, what are you doing either that night or next morning? Given that morning, Tyr and Mikhail are going out doing a
would
party favor run.
I'd probably be doing whatever needs to be done, like anybody needs help, and just doing a perimeter check around the house.
Doing a perimeter check. So in the perimeter check, the back area where the chicken coops are, it's just been leveled. It's just been the whole place is just flamethrower leveled. But they actually did go through and they put out the flames. So they kind of like bulldozered over everything, so it's nice and flat. But there's no longer a chicken coop and run back there.
Damn chickens gave me and Mikhail hell.
Oh,
Everything's been made right.
I have just realized in terror that there have been Canadian geese on and left the property. And then I realized, no, wait, Canadian geese are already tainted so deeply that I think that you'd have to really fight to get a claim on a goose.
Otherwise, go ahead and make me a perception alertness roll if you're going to do the rounds.
Perception alertness.
Yeah, and make this a 6. Make this a 6 for difficulty.
Dokie. Make it a 6, and boom, 3 successes.
Someone's parked on the far end of your property. Looks like they got there by dirt bike. And from what you can tell, they're just kind of hanging out. Actually, you're not even sure it's Grant's property. This might be outside of her property, but someone is out there on a dirt bike. Looks like they pitched a tent. No flames, but you just happen to see like moonlight glint off metal and happen to see it out there. You're not exactly sure how far Graham's property is. It might be just outside of her property.
Okay, I'll attempt to find the person on the dirt bike. I'm not gonna chase him or anything. Just see if I can flag him down.
Okay. Well, you go over, you head in that direction. Person's making no, other than the fact that where they decided to set up their tent, it's like a small one-man tent, is kind of hidden. They're not really making it difficult for you to find them. They're out. Okay. They've got a small, like, Coleman stove. That's why you're not seeing like a campfire or anything.
That's cool.
Heating up like a little pot of tea. And if you are are you making yourself known as you're tripping? Yeah. Or are you trying to do this quietly?
No, I'm just approaching normally.
All right.
Approaching.
It's a woman with kind of sandy blonde hair, kind of short cut. She's wearing just like outdoor gear, North Face jacket, and kind of trendy. She just kind of calls when you kind of look up. She kind of looks kind of out there. You don't have a flashlight or anything. You probably don't need it with your abilities. She's like, I'm just heating up some tea. I'm sorry if I bothered you. Would you like some tea?
No, thank you. I'm just making sure you're all right, because this is a not very safe area. Just wanted to let you know.
Oh, really? She pulls out like a trail map. And she's like, well, the guidebooks just say that this is out of season for bears. I mean, what's bad about it?
There's been, I'll look in thought and I'll say disappearances of people. Nothing that you should be worried about. Just be wary of your surroundings and, just be safe.
Okay. Kind of opens her jacket a little bit. She has like a small pistol. It's like, okay, I've got some protection. This is not out of the ordinary in Alaska at all.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
I'm sorry if I bothered you. I didn't want to
Oh.
set a fire. I saw that house way out there. Are you from the house?
Yes, I am.
Do you have any kind of human perception skills, like
Telling if they're lying, kind of thing.
yeah, or just psychology of any kind as well? So in this system, it would probably fall under
Empathy.
yeah, empathy. Even streetwise actually would help. Subterfuge, you can tell if she's lying. So you tell me how you want to go about this.
I'll try empathy to see if she's lying. That's gonna be horrible because I feel
Now,
like
subterfuge would tell you if you're lying. Empathy would tell you. Well, go ahead and roll. You roll the skill you think you want to roll, and I'll tell you the result of that. It's against a 6.
Okay, so charisma, empathy, or would it be manipulation?
Could be either one. But if you want, so charisma and empathy would be your casual conversation. If you want to use manipulation, you're actually leading her to try and get her to slip up.
No, it'd be charisma then. And difficulty 6, you said?
Yes.
0 successes.
0 successes. Yeah, no, I mean, it seems perfectly normal. I mean, she's got camp guides out. She's wearing the right clothing. The clothing doesn't look too new, so it looks like she does this fairly often. You're looking around her camp. It all looks like stuff that somebody that's just out for a day hike or an overnight would carry. She's got a dirt bike that looks like it's got a lot of miles on it. I mean, everything looks kosher.
So yeah, I'm just making sure she knows that this isn't exactly a safe area, and just be aware of her surroundings. Trying to be friendly.
Well, I'll light a campfire tonight then, and I'll leave first thing in the morning. It's a little late, and I don't want to run into anything on the bike. The trail's a little rough getting here. It's probably worse at night. Appreciate it.
Yep.
So, were you from the house?
Yes, Sam.
Oh, well, pleased to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. My name is Koa.
No, I'm Katie. Nice to meet you.
Katie.
I'm I update these trail guides, I go out. This is kind of the job. I get paid to do this. I go out and I just make sure that trails are still kept up. There's supposed to be a shelter out here. And she kind of points a little bit down from her. I think it got struck by lightning or something, though, years ago. It's all burnt up.
Okay, sorry. Would you say I was struck by lightning? Sorry about that.
Yeah, there's according to the map, the trail map, there should be like a camp shelter out here, and I think it's over there, that wooden structure. But it looks like it got struck by lightning or something. It's all burnt up and kind of useless.
I'll look in the direction she's pointing at.
No, I mean, yeah, you see what something that looks like a couple of posts that had an overhang. Maybe there was a fire pit there, but yeah, it looks like it caught on fire at some point. It's all blackened. Most of it's burned away.
Okay.
So I'll definitely be updating that.
I'll see if I'm. Do you know who's supposed to take care of the shelter, or is it just like community?
It's a park and rec thing. She kind of looks at the map and she kind of comes over to show you the map. It's like, I think your property, if you're from that house, your property line runs right here, and this is the national forest system through here. So I'll just mark this as needing some updating.
Okay. I'll see if I can get somebody to repair the
Oh no, it's not on your property. No, I'll just notify the Fish and Game Department, and they'll take care of it. It just no one noticed it. I guess no one's been on this trail for a while. Do you guys do much campers out here?
Not sure.
Oh, new. She kind of pulls some more papers out, and she's like, "So the property over there is owned by," and she gives Graham's name. I'm getting that's not you.
I'm friends with one of the relatives that's staying there. I'm staying there with her.
Wow. Well, I'd like to come up and visit sometime, just to ask, like, if there's been a lot of people up in the trails or not. Just to update things.
I'm gonna.
She digs around in her vest pocket, and she finally comes up with like a crumpled business card. It's like, here, this is me. I'm with the map service, and she kind of shows you the brand of the map, which matches her business card.
I'm gonna see. Can I do one more check to see if she's lying to me?
If you want to
Okay.
specifically see if she's lying to you, this would be a subterfuge, charisma subterfuge check.
Subterfuge. Gotcha. Difficulty 6 as well.
6, yeah.
Rolling.
One success. You don't know. She might be telling half truths. She's not telling you a complete load of BS, but she might be lying or fudging things here and there. It's hard to tell. If she is, she's really good. Yeah, that's the best
Okay.
that's the best you get, is that, you know, she's not feeding you a complete line of BS, but she's probably either exaggerating some points or leaving some things out. But it could also be because you're a strange guy in the middle of the night, just walked into her campsite. It could be that too.
And you told her people go missing.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Hey,
fair.
it's
That's
dark and you don't know me, but you know people go missing out here.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So what do you want to do? She's like, you're welcome to join me for tea. I mean, but I'll be out here first thing in the morning. I'm sorry if I startled you. Yeah, I guess if you guys aren't used to having campers out this way anymore, I'm sorry. I just need to
it's
update
alright.
the map. That's all.
No, you're all good. I'm good on the tea. I appreciate the offer, but I need to get back to the house and take care of a few things. Just be careful.
Pass
out
along
there.
my business card. I'd love to talk to her.
I'll try to. She doesn't really like visitors that much.
Oh, I get it. You know, you have a house that nice this far out. It kind of speaks to the fact you want to be kind of alone. I get it. It's all right. I mean, I just wanted to hear, you know, about campers or anything, and you being a newcomer here, I guess you couldn't really tell me about that. That's okay. If she says no, it's not a problem. I appreciate it though.
Yep, no problem. And I'll take my leave and walk back to the house.
Okay. About that time, Connor comes back with the pickup truck, parks it in the driveway as he tentatively looks what's back there, maybe shudders a little bit, goes into the house.
Hey, Koa.
Hey, what'd you get?
Evil paper shredder.
Oh, nice.
I show him the kill count.
Wait, what?
It's now changed. It still says 5, but then there's a question mark after it.
I look at the shredder, I look at him. Kill count?
Yeah, I was surprised about that one too. It also wants blood, and it won't stop pinging my phone. And I've muted it already. It still makes the noise.
How much blood does it want? Does it give an answer to that, or is it just blood?
Oh, you say that in the presence of the phone. It types back, all the blood.
All of it. All
I
of
see.
the blood.
I'll give it some, because I want to see where this leads.
Now
I'm curious.
What's his name? Oh, it was from the office. I'm afraid what you heard is I want some of your blood. I want all of your blood.
Go it. Don't stick your
Ron
hand
Swanson.
in it. It will.
I'm not sticking my hand in it. I'm
Swanson.
just gonna, get a little cut in my palm of my hand, give it some blood. I want to see where this leads.
Ooh. Roll me a D100, but before you do, tell me high or low.
Ooh, me?
Yeah.
Okay, how do I do it? Slash roll or something?
/R space 1D100. And then just tell me high or low before you hit it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Do that again. Say high or low before you hit it.
High this time. That was my
Okay.
bad. I got excited.
Okay. How exactly do you cut your finger to? I mean, it's got very sharp gears on it. This
holding
is
my
an
hand up
industrial
high.
shredder. Okay.
I'm holding my hand up high, nowhere near the grinding, okay?
Okay.
I'm not put my hand anywhere close to the, grindy part.
Okay.
Connor puts his hands on his face.
A drop of blood from your cut finger falls onto the gears, and immediately this thing's not plugged in, by the way. The gears start grinding, and those metal teeth start slapping around. And you're so shocked by this suddenly starting up and those teeth moving around that you trip. Your face just goes planting forward into this thing.
I'm gonna try and grab and pull him away.
Let me a dexterity athletics check.
Nice.
Which one of us?
No.
You're trying to save him before his face goes right into this thing.
Oh no.
Dexterity athletics. What's the
Yes.
difficulty?
Difficulty is just 5. I think you were probably waiting
Come on,
for something
botch,
to happen.
botch. Shove
Yep.
him into it.
2 successes. You grab him and yank him back right before his face hits the teeth.
What
And
did
as soon as you do, as soon as
tell
you
you?
pull him back, the gears just stop like they were never rolling. And then you get a ping on the phone. It's just more.
I just look at this thing like, okay, confirmed, it's cursed.
I told you it was evil.
This is just as cat, if Cat's walking by, it's an HP. Of course, it's cursed.
I show Cat the phone. No, it's evil.
Still sounds like HP to me.
I mean,
Connor comes back after a bit, or Koa comes back after a bit, and you can relate what you saw out there.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
seems kind of late to be out.
I was
Or is she
checking on
camping?
Camping, yeah.
Sorry, I misheard that. What?
I just confirmed that she actually was camping. There's like she had set up a campsite.
Yeah, no, like
Yeah.
Connor said it's late, then asked if she was camping actually. I guess
You wanna-
that's not good.
Is Mikhail there, or is he still?
Yeah.
out doing
No,
his
no,
thing?
this is still that night. Then this is still
Okay.
later that night.
Well, if Mikhail is there at that moment when that conversation about the woman is happening, he would pipe up. Didn't the guy that we took to the hospital? Didn't he say that he had a female coworker that he was going to have come by?
Yep. They're not suspicious at all.
Does she have a name? This female coworker?
What was her? I do think that he might have said the name, but I do not recall what it was at the time. I was coming off of a high.
It was something like it wasn't Beatrice, but I think it began with a B.
Wait, actually, let me see if I wrote down the notes. Oh, is it Samoa or Samoan? Simone, right?
No,
I actually
she
wrote
gave
this
me
down.
A different name.
That sounds right.
Yeah, the name he gave was Simone, but
Is there a Pumbaa too?
Gosh darn, that's copyrighted.
Koa, I mean, just as a reminder, you have her business card.
Yep, I'll show him the business card. Sorry, I forgot. My brain's not.
Yeah, the business card just says KDD, National Parks and Recreation.
Katie did.
okay. First of all, I have to point out Parks and Recreation. This is clearly fake. Parks and Recreation are a local ordinance. It is handled by local government. National Park Service is national. That is the federal level. So clearly, this woman is lying. There is no National Parks and Recreation, and I do the air quotes when I say that. What an amateur!
I just kind of look like, well, shit, I should have caught that.
I mean, I had no idea.
Honestly, this is kind of insulting. Where did you say she was camping? I want to have words with her.
I'll point him in the direction.
You guys go back out there. Camp's gone.
Oh yeah, no, it's gone.
Yes, she's already left. Yep.
That. Oh.
If only people had good olfactory.
Oh, somebody does. Well, I mean, Cat's probably still back at home base currently.
I'll
Learning
go look
the
at the
light.
camp.
Okay.
I'll go look at the camp and see if she happened to leave anything behind.
Nope, she didn't leave any. Well, actually, I tell you what. Go ahead and give me a perception alertness to see if you can find anything.
Okay.
You
What
could
difference?
you could always try doing Wolfie smell things for things left behind.
Oh, that is true. I could use my smell to track her.
Yep.
and other things that were and also anything that doesn't smell like forest is probably going to smell like her.
You know what? I would like to check the campsite first before I try to track her.
Okay. Are you using, as has been suggested, are you using your sense of smell?
Yes, if I can use my sense of smell, I certainly will.
You don't need to roll for this.
Okay.
You can maybe make a guess as to why this was done, but she is actually spread out, or for some reason, a canister of its musk scent was opened here. It's used to attract, like during fur season, to attract certain animals for pelts and stuff, but it's overwhelmingly strong, just completely destroying any other scent in the camp.
Oh, that the bitch.
She knows what she's watching.
I'm gonna like walk 100 feet away and then try and smell again and see if that musk is still over.
And now make that alertness perception roll, but this is sight based.
Okay. Perception, sight based difficulty.
5, regular difficulty. 4.
Or success.
In the very far distance, you see the lights of like a truck. You think it looks like there might be something strapped to the back of it, like a motorcycle, just hitting the highway.
Oh man, I could turn into a wolf and I could chase it.
And as far as the smell goes, so it was spread. It wasn't just opened in the camp; it was spread around.
Oh man, is Mikhail going to make big mistake? Does he get a chase? Yes. You know what? I'm gonna leave it to the dice gods. Let's do a.
You can do a high low. Just do a high low.
How do I type it out in
/
the game?
R space 1D100 and just say high or low before you roll it.
Does Mikhail feel the urge to chase a car?
All right, this is what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say high. It's got to be a high. And I gotta be within. Let's say high, and I gotta be within 25 of 100. So that's a 75 and higher.
Oh no! So at 80, yeah, you go tearing after. Do you change forms? Well, you would have to be able to even have a possibility of catching it.
I am turning into a mighty wolf.
Okay, either burn the rage or go ahead and make the roll to change.
What happens if I use all my rage again?
You lose the wolf and go back to hominid immediately.
Yeah, you drop back to human.
Oh, okay. I have 3 rages, so I'll use a rage charge.
Okay. So yeah, you change.
Go with me, or is it just me? By the way,
that's the question. So the only other person out there was Koa, because Koa showed you the campground. And I don't think you explained this before you changed. So you watch Mikhail shift into full wolf form and goes tearing off into the night. What do you do, Koa? He didn't explain himself first. He just ripped out of there.
He's being influenced.
Well,
that's what I was getting at.
No!
Oh dear. I'm gonna follow him.
All right. Same thing with you then. You're gonna need to spend a rage or make the roll to see if you can change into wolf form.
I'm going to attempt to go into the name. I'm trying to remember the Hispo form.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difficulty for change?
You should be able to click the button if you go over to what looks like a wolf on the right-hand side, a wolf howling. Yeah, so you choose what you're trying to change into. Click that.
Okay. 0 successes.
Okay, so you're not immediately able to change. So he is gone. Like, he is gone before you're able to make the change. So it is just Mikhail. Mikhail, you're tearing after this truck that's just hit the interstate. Let's see
am I in Hispo or Lupus form?
You need to be in Lupus to catch. Lupus is your fastest form.
Okay. Then yes, I am in Lupus.
Okay,
I just wanted to know if there was any limitation as to what I could achieve.
So you're going to make me a stamina athletics roll from the form that you're in.
Oh boy! All right, stamina athletic. I switched over to that form.
Difficulty is 7. And she's hauling once she hits the interstate.
Okay. And I do want just so you know, I also think that this I do think that this is in character for Mikhail because one of my flaws is overconfidence
Sure.
as well as curiosity.
Okay.
Just to be clear, to be clear, this is I am playing Mikhail.
Koa may not realize that though. So.
All right, I want the people to know that I'm not just being a dumbass.
Oh.
All right, so you said what's the difficulty?
7.
7.
2 successes. Okay. You tear through. You're running. So picture this wolf chasing this Jeep down the interstate. And you're able to catch up. She's starting to get pretty close to town though, and there is traffic on the road. And some people are like, hitting brakes as they see this fairly large wolf running after this pickup truck. So that roll is going to allow you to catch up. And you see here, look through the rear view mirror, and she sees you. She pulls a gun out, kind of points it in your direction. She's still trying to drive, though.
I will shift slightly so that I am on the passenger side, and she doesn't have a clear shot at me.
Okay. We're going to do a little contested roll then. Since she doesn't have a shot at you and still be able to drive the car, she's going to try and speed up and use the other cars to get between you and her. So this is going to be a contested roll. It's still going to be a stamina and athletics for you.
Okay.
You're both going to shoot at a difficulty 5. Person who gets the most successes wins the challenge. Okay.
Okay. I'm sorry. Say again what I'm rolling.
You're doing stamina and athletics.
Okay, another stamina.
Difficulty 5, and she's rolling the same thing. Whoever gets the most successes wins this chase.
Okay.
So she's going to be doing. Give me a second. She's going to be doing
shit.
bets for
6 successes.
9,
8, 10, 9, 9, 8.
10. Okay. Okay, you got 6 successes. She got 1 that cancels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. She may have another one, and she does not. Okay, you catch up. What do you want to do? You could leap onto the back of the truck. You're not large enough.
Tires.
Ooh, you want to go for the tires?
I'm slashing the tires.
Oh, that's difficult. Okay, I tell you what. Yeah, go ahead and make me a claw attack.
Hope she doesn't have steel rims.
This is
You're
a
tied into
speeding
it and you
vehicle, so the difficulty is going to be a little higher. The difficulty is going to be, I think, claw difficulty is what, 5?
Let's see. Claw is difficulty 6.
Okay, so it's going to be 1 more. It's going to be difficult 7, just because
Wouldn't
it's
it be a bite
a
since he's
vastly
running?
moving object.
To see what happens when the dog catches the car.
Oh, are you saying I should bite it instead?
That is a
It makes
terrible-
sense.
You can do either one.
Kind of does make sense, but I think that I'm smart enough to know that I probably shouldn't bite the high-speed moving tires. All right. Difficulty 7 is what you said. It's going to be 1 more?
difficulty.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, single success. All right, so that's not anything better. So go ahead and roll your damage.
Oh, shit. Where's the
It should have.
Hang on. I might. It may just be hiding somewhere.
It should have come up when you.
No,
rolled
should
the
he?
ball.
Because that says that it's bashing damage in lupus.
Yeah.
Where is my? That is weird. Where is my
Oh, the damage
Damage.
is not showing up. Okay, you
Yeah,
got
it
it.
didn't pop up.
Okay, what is your damage?
It's strength plus 2A, whatever the A stands
yeah.
for.
Yeah, aggravated. Go ahead and just roll that. You need to do at least 4 points of damage to be able to break the tire.
Okay, so you said it's just going to be my strength plus 2.
Yep.
Okay.
That you are
Sorry, say that one more time.
in the current form that you are, because your strength might.
Right.
You bite, you shred the tire, but it doesn't explode. You just basically had a puncture in it, and it continues to take off. Now there's a lot of traffic around you now, and there are people that are like the screeching to a halt. You see some people taking their cell phones out as they walk by. You would imagine filming it. You want to keep after her?
You know what? I might need to cut my losses here. I would like to get behind the truck, and I would
Okay.
like to. I'd like to grab the license plate and maybe the
I
entire
like
bumper
that.
while I'm at it. Because
I like that. Okay, I'll tell you what. Make me the attack roll.
Okay.
If you succeed, you don't need to do any damage. If you succeed, you'll rip off the bumper.
Okay. Is it going to be a +1 from the normal again, or is it going to be the base difficulty?
Oh, base difficulty. Yeah. 2 successes. You grab the plate and the bumper and tear it off as the truck speeds up, but you've got the bumper in your mouth. Meanwhile, Koa, you just did not react fast enough before Mikhail just jetted out there. What do you want to do? It is kind of odd that he just decided to run. You didn't see the Jeep, mind you.
Nothing I can do. I can't really catch up to him, so.
Right.
Wait, was it a
Yeah.
Jeep or a truck? I thought
Or
you said
truck.
it was
It's a truck. Sorry. It's a
Okay.
truck. Yeah. The motorcycle was tied to the back of it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you tear down the Jeep enough, you could sort of turn it back into a truck.
Yep.
So, Koa, what do? Do you go back to the house? What do you tell people? I mean,
I'm gonna go back to the house and let everybody know that Mikhail just took off in lupus form. Not sure where he went.
Oh boy.
And Tears
I mean-
like, what? Yeah, you're making shit up. That's dumb.
Just shake my head and rub my temples.
All right, so
It's cats. It's Mikhail. I'm pretty certain that he'd chase parked cars if you let him.
I mean, that's fair. I'm just
Probably
I'm
where the
gonna
brain
follow
damage is
him.
from.
Not all the smoking.
Damn.
so yeah, if you don't do anything about it, eventually, hours later, Mikhail will come back, either with just the license plate or the whole bumper.
Oh
Oh,
my
I bring that's a trophy. I bring that whole thing back.
There's
my God.
there's gonna be that like golden retriever with a stick moment as you try to get
my
it in the
tail
house.
is wagging. My tail is wagging.
so
Oh my
I
God.
checked social media.
Yes, yes, it is all over social media. People have pasted it to Facebook, like wild car chase with wolf.
Also, I just like to point out the wolf was totally wearing his robe.
Oh no.
It was all torn up, but it's still noticeable that a piece of cloth was tied around this wolf.
Yeah, it's all over social media. Like, yeah, dire wolf, yeah, has her truck.
AI generated.
All right. Hey, Tears,
The comments are all about, well, what do you expect when you take over their natural environments? They're gonna, so you got all kinds of comments on it already as well.
What would I need to roll to start making incentivize people to think it's fake more than they are?
Oh yeah. So you're like, oh, that's obviously AI generated sort of
Yep,
thing.
CGI wolf, or
Wow.
trailer for a new movie.
Yeah, so like intelligence computer would
Yeah,
be
the fifth
fine.
Twilight movie.
Mm.
Oh no.
So intelligence computer.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Show
not
screenshots. Right here,
horrible.
you can see the artifacting around it where someone's edited this.
Could
Oh,
I use,
AI, obviously.
could I use trivia to point out other movies that did stuff like this?
Oh,
Or-
I will. I'll tell you what. If you have trivia, I'll actually make the check lower.
Oh, you okay?
Yeah,
Difficulty?
so it'll be a 4.
All right. Should I check box it too?
Yeah, go ahead.
All
That's fine. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh yeah. So like you start you log in as several different accounts and just start putting things like obviously AI or pointing out discrepancies. It's like no wolf could pull a bumper off a car. That thing would have lost its teeth, and just going through and just as different users just making all kinds of comments on the things that are showing up.
Yep.
Yeah, and some people are like liking your post and stuff like that.
All right, that should help. That
Okay.
should
No, you've
help
succeeded.
with the non-hunters.
I'm sorry, I have to write something down. I have an idea for another filler.
We'll end it there then. So yeah, you had an exciting night. The next morning, Mikiel and Tyr go and do the drug dealing. That gets done. The paper shredder is still in the driveway. It's still sending you text messages until your power ends, Connor.
Yeah, I wait till the power ends and then I move it inside.
Oh, you move it inside. You can't.
Oh, really?
Every time you try to move it inside, it just kind of falls over, or it just can't pass through the threshold of the house.
Oh, fair enough. Protective wards, got it. Yeah, it gets to stay outside now.
Did you try inviting it inside?
Absolutely not.
What is it, a vampire?
Nice.
Yeah. Maybe.
We'll end it there then. Wow, Oak, you got a game going on. We might be making you late for
Yeah,
it.
probably in
Tell us
about
that.
30 minutes. We'll be playing some 5e homebrew stuff. We'll be back around again Friday and Saturday nights, midnight Central, for some more D&D action. And then here Tuesday.
Nice. Anyone else got anything they want to plug? John, you got anything?
Oh, yes. Tomorrow at 3:30 p.m., I will be on Party Wipe Games playing Change Stars, where I'm the party jarhead.
Ooh, cool. Anyone
Which
else?
time zone?
Nope.
Yeah, what time zone?
3:30 p.m. Central Time.
Central.
Thank
okay.
you.
Nick, Jam, Slumber, anything?
Mine got nothing.
Just the
All right.
same game as Oak.
Yeah, Slumbers with me.
I'm just going to slap this on the bottom of the stream once more. Check out my Kickstarter, Last Stop Perdition, DCC Weird Frontiers module. Check it out. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, folks. Have a good night.
Not everybody.
Good night, everybody.